Intel, the world's top manufacturer of CPUs for computers and data centers, is often considered a solid tech stock with a stable dividend. But in recent years, Intel struggled with the loss of the growing mobile chip market to Qualcomm, longer computer upgrade cycles, and hard competition from AMD. Welcome to the Fifth Beast Production channel. I am not a financial advisor, and please do your own due diligence when investing. Its expansions into new markets, including driverless cars, IA chips, and memory chips, also couldn't offset those weaknesses. The escalation of the US and China trade war into a tech war also threatens to cause Intel headaches in China, where it generated 28% of its revenues last year in 2019. Are those challenges dimming Intel's luster as a long-term investment? Or will it overcome these challenges over the next few years? In 2019, Intel was the #1 chipmaker by revenue, research firm Gartner said. It regained the top spot after Samsung took the lead in 2017 and 2018. Intel had 15.7% market share last year. Intel's chip revenue slipped 0.7% year-over-year to $65.8 billion amid a semiconductor industry downturn. Meanwhile, total worldwide semiconductor revenue fell 11.9% to $418.3 billion in 2019. Intel stock tanks on chip delay. Investors sold off Intel stock after the company disclosed a delay in production of 7nm scale processors. The delay puts Intel further behind chip foundry Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing, which is already mass-producing chips at 5nm scale. Intel's current state-of-the-art chips are at 10nm scale. Circuit widths on chips are measured in nanometers, which are 1/1000th of a meter. Smaller circuits translate to faster, more power-efficient processors. Intel's rival Advanced Micro Devices AMD has been leveraging Taiwan Semiconductor's advanced process nodes to take market share in processors for computers and servers. Intel revenue from processors for data centers soared 43% to $7.1 billion in the second quarter. Revenue from PC chips climbed 7% to $9.5 billion. Among Intel's smaller businesses, memory chip sales jumped 76% to $1.7 billion. It's important to understand the extent of Intel's dominance in this market. Intel projects to do $75 billion in sales this year. Global semiconductor sales are expected to be around $426 billion. Intel therefore has 17.6% share of the global semiconductor market. AMD, by comparison, has just 2% market share. Bottom line on Intel stock. Intel's 7nm chip delay is bad news. But it's not a deal breaker. Long-term, Intel will be just fine. INTC stock price does not reflect this reality today. Instead, it reflects over-pessimistic assumptions about Intel's long-term growth trajectory. The market will realize this over the next few quarters as Intel sustains healthy growth despite the product delay. As the market does realize this, INTC stock could rebound back to $60 by the end of the year. Thanks for watching, and I would appreciate a subscribe as it truly helps the channel, especially with all the editing and animation takes a lot of time to create.